What happens when one of the biggest tech companies in the world decides to build a hypercar for a PlayStation racing game? Not just any car, but a Vision Gran Turismo concept designed to sit alongside legends from Ferrari, Porsche, and Mercedes-Benz. That just happened. Xiaomi has officially unveiled its Vision Gran Turismo concept. And this is not some basic marketing collab. This is a full-blown futuristic hypercar with nearly 1,900 horsepower and some seriously wild design choices. And if you love tech cars or gaming, you're going to want to stick around for this one because this thing is crazy. So before we dive deep, do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button and drop a like because if you enjoy tech meets automotive madness, this channel is exactly where you want to be. All right, so here is the big deal. This car is part of the Vision Gran Turismo project, which was created by Gran Turismo producer Kazunori Yamauchi. The idea is simple but powerful: invite top automakers to design futuristic concept cars specifically for the PlayStation racing game Gran Turismo 7. Over the years, we have seen insane creations from brands like Ferrari, Porsche, and Mercedes-Benz, and now Xiaomi is the first pure technology brand to join that elite club. That alone tells you how seriously the automotive world is starting to take Xiaomi. Now let us talk design because this is where things get dramatic. The Xiaomi Vision GT looks like it was carved by the wind. It has this super sleek teardrop-shaped cockpit that almost feels like a fighter jet canopy. The entire body is sculpted with air ducts and aggressive cutouts, giving it this lightweight, dynamic look that screams speed. Even when it is standing still, the finish is a very clean light blue with matching accented wheels, and it just looks futuristic in a very intentional way. Around the back, you get this halo-style taillight that is not just for show, actually functions as an air outlet, which is such a cool detail. Then there are scissor doors because, of course, this is a hypercar. After that, you notice the shark fin roof, which adds to the stability profile. T-shaped headlights up front that looks super sharp, and a massive rear diffuser that basically tells you this thing means business. Every single line on this car looks purposeful. And this is not just designed for the sake of looking cool. Xiaomi says the drag coefficient is just 0.29, which is seriously impressive for something this aggressive. Even more wild, it generates a downforce of -1.2. That means it is basically being sucked into the ground at speed for a concept built for a racing simulation. That is exactly what you want to have. Also introduce things like an active wake control system and something called accretion rims. Both of these are designed to optimize airflow and improve aerodynamic efficiency, which is very on brand for a company that usually talks about chip sensors and optimization. Speaking of tech, let us talk power because this is where it gets insane. The Vision GT runs on Xiaomi 900-volt silicon carbide platform, and it supports nearly 1,900 horsepower. Think about that for a second. That is hypercar territory beyond most real-world production cars. This is the kind of power that in a game like Gran Turismo 7 is going to feel absolutely ridiculous. They're also using carbon ceramic brakes and center lock wheels to manage all that power, which again makes it feel less like a random concept and more like a serious engineering statement. Now inside is where Xiaomi really flexes its tech background. The interior is built around what they call a sofa racer cabin. It is basically this cocoon-like environment where the dashboard, seats, and doors all blend into one seamless shape. It looks super minimal, but also very high-tech. The steering wheel is butterfly-shaped with an integrated display, which feels very gaming-inspired. There is a panoramic screen stretching across the front, and something called the Xiaomi Pulse system, which uses light and sound for interaction. So instead of just traditional buttons and screens, it creates this immersive sensory experience. And here is where it gets very Xiaomi. The car connects to their human X-Car, X-Home ecosystem. So imagine your hypercar knowing your mood, your preferences, your daily patterns, and adjusting lighting, sound, and interface based on that. It is the same philosophy they use in their phones, smart home devices, and wearables, but now applied to a hypercar concept. That is actually a really smart branding move because it ties everything together. If you're enjoying this breakdown and want more deep dives into crazy tech like this, make sure you are subscribed and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know you want more content like this. What makes this even cooler is where it is being shown off. The Vision GT is on display at MWC 2026 in Barcelona, which is traditionally a mobile tech event, not a car show. That tells you exactly how Xiaomi wants this to be seen, not just as a car, but as a tech platform on wheels, and soon players will actually be able to drive in Gran Turismo 7, which means this is not just a concept sitting in a museum, it is going straight into one of the most realistic racing simulations out there. I think what excites me the most is what this represents. Xiaomi started as a smartphone brand, and now they're building electric cars and designing hypercar concepts for one of the most respected racing franchises in gaming history. That is a massive leap. And while this Vision GT might be digital only for now, it shows you how serious Xiaomi is about performance engineering and innovation. So is it just a flashy gaming stunt? Maybe a little, but it is also a statement. It says Xiaomi is not just playing in the smart home or smartphone space anymore. They are aiming for the future of mobility, and they're doing it with confidence. When you see nearly 1900 horsepower advanced aerodynamics, a fully integrated ecosystem, and a design that looks like it came straight out of the year 2040, it is hard not to be impressed. I genuinely cannot wait to see how this thing feels in Gran Turismo 7, and more importantly, how much of this tech design language and ecosystem integration makes its way into Xiaomi real-world vehicles. Because if even half of these ideas translate into production cars, we are in for something special. So what do you think? Is Xiaomi stepping into hypercar territory just for fun, or are they laying the groundwork for something much bigger? Let me know down in the comments. I read them all. And if you made it this far, you already know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and I will catch you in the next one.